Hold up, it's in Red Robin, but it's like a...
You order it on an app. And you pick it up from Red Robin, but it comes in a Beast Burger box.
Yo, you know who got me like that? Fucking Denny's. Them bitch ass niggas.
They made food in Red Robin.
No.
I saw that one time too.
No, they got this shit like a separate part of the menu, like some gourmet burger shit. But when you look it up on like DoorDash, it's not Denny's. It's its own separate thing.
It's like as if it's a different restaurant.
Yeah. So I ordered it, and I take bro. I look at it, I'm like.
Denny's logo and everything?
Nah, I don't remember seeing that. What it was, after like taking like the first couple of bites, I looked it up. I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, cause this ain't no gourmet burger. And I'm like, it's just a place in fucking Denny's. Like, yo, bro, you don't know how pissed I thought I was about to get like a premium,
genuine filet mignon.
I saw that shit one time too on the app. I was like, yo.
I'm like, what the fuck?
I was looking for food, and I saw the address, and I'm like, this is a new spot. Yeah. Like, what is this? And then I like looked it up because like you see it, and then you're like, I looked it up, and it went right to Denny's, and I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, no, I ain't even gonna try this. Fucking.
It is. I mean,
Denny's
it is
burger.
burger.
Got his ass.
But Josh Koester,
What's up, bro?
AKA TAPEKAGE.
Wow.
Back
We got it right
Kage.
today.
in the building.
We got it right. Yeah. What's
A
up,
lot
guys?
has changed since the last time we spoke.
Yes.
Facts.
A lot.
A lot changed.
You're with the NFL now.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations on that, man.
Appreciate it.
Congratulations
Round of
on your.
applause on that one.
Round of applause for that one.
First man out the hood to make it to the NFL.
Yes.
Fucking
Awesome.
Yo, for real.
in one way or another.
Yeah, you made it.
One way or another.
You made it, bro. That's awesome.
Congratulations
Good for you. Proud
on
of you,
your
man.
engagement.
Appreciate that.
And
Sabres.
Sabres.
He does shit for the fucking NHL.
Jesus
A
Christ.
little bit.
This guy's a fucking man.
Two
Does-
leagues
does
like
it
I'm
all.
Dion, you know.
Look at him.
Call him prime time.
Only thing next is the Yankees, not the Bisons. I'm talking Yankees.
Yeah,
We gotta.
that's the Bison.
Big time.
Bison
I'm trying to
is-
go
that's a
NBA. I'm
downgrade.
trying to go NBA before I go
That'd be
MLB.
wild.
For
Okay.
sure. Yeah.
Hopefully,
Trying to go
we get
NBA.
that professional
The Yankees
TNBA
should be
league.
lit.
And we'll get a.
What's that?
We'll update you.
Yeah, we don't want to.
Yeah, we'll tell you after the show.
Yeah.
Oh, Josh, so you don't listen to the podcast?
I do, because y'all boys really be joking, like funny as hell. Every time I hear the sheesh, I be crying. But I definitely don't know what the TBA is though.
Oh shit.
Transgender
You just
basketball.
thinking of NBA?
Oh, nah, I do remember that. Y'all boys were talking about that on the episode. Yeah, y'all boys
We
crazy.
had to put a disclaimer and
Y'all boys
shit.
are crazy. The disclaimer before the episode
Yeah,
started.
bro, we had like a whole meeting. Like, yo, should we do this? Or should we? We're like, fuck it.
We
dude.
got mad
Yeah,
love
fuck
for the
it.
community. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, now I know what you're talking about. Yeah, y'all boys are wild.
Bro, tell us about the call when you got called up.
The call,
to the big leagues.
man.
the NFL.
It was cool. It was like it was an email instead of a call. Actually, maybe it was a call.
damn.
Nah, it was an email. It was an email. But it was like
Like David Baker or something. No, you don't know David Baker.
Oh,
That's the guy who calls you when you're in the Hall of Fame. The big dude. When you
okay.
when you get a call from him, you know,
like
you made
MLB or NFL.
it. NFL.
Okay.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like a draft day call. Like, son, we want you to come play for the Buffalo Bills. But nah, it was cool though. It was like the start of like, all right, now I could really, get to work for real, because it was like something that I wanted to do for so long, or something I kind of envisioned for a little while. So now it's like, oh yeah, it was really like just the first step though. You know what I mean? It was obviously I took times like at the games where I'm like, damn, like I'm really here. This is dope. Like I really got this job. But at the same time, it's like I'm trying to do this like forever. I'm not trying to just do it
Right.
for one season,
Right.
And then not do it again.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it was crazy though.
I bet. I can't even imagine.
Were you nervous? Were you nervous the first time you stepped on that field?
On the field, nah, bro. I was just smiling like the whole time,
just embracing the
I was
moment.
just smiling. I was like asking people how they were, like, "How are you doing today?" Like, happy as shit. Just
Oh, yeah,
happy,
this is-
bro.
That customer service voice was there all
So,
day.
yeah. I was just like every person I walked by, like, "Hi, how you doing? How you doing?" Like, obviously, I had to like see like the facility and stuff because I didn't really know where I was supposed to be at, this and that. But like, other than that, once we started like filming and like they have like a real super like down to the minute schedule, like on pregame and stuff like that. So like once it starts, like the players start arriving, like you don't even really have time to think for real. So I wasn't like super nervous, especially like once the game started, like because that's what I've been doing like for so long. So it was more like the pregame stuff where I had to like get a feel for it. Like, all right, when is this person gonna start interacting with the crowd? Because like they usually do it they do it like at the same time every like pregame. You know what I'm saying? So it's like catching a feel for that and like how fast can I get back and send this stuff over? Like what's important to send over, stuff like that. So, but it wasn't really like nerve wracking. It was more just like damn, it was like surreal.
Were the
like,
guys that were there? Did they help you out, or were the new guy?
Nah, for sure. So like, it was crazy because like I've like when you I guess like in the sports like video community, like you already like follow these people. Like before you even get in the room, you're already like following them, maybe interacting with them. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to like be messaging people like, oh, like every post, like dude, I love your work. I can't wait to like work with you and stuff like that. But like the dude who basically like I knew he was one of the like videographers before. Like I've known him for a couple of years already, so it was easy for him to like show me stuff around. There's 4 of us that are working with the Bills, and 2 of us are already new. So like Paul is like new as well, so I couldn't really ask him because he gets into like the same shoes. But my guy Mike showed me like mad different spots to go to, and then like even the photographer on the team, his name is Ben. Like I saw him at the training camp, like, and he just recognized me. Like I randomly saw him one training camp, and I was like, yo, like your photos are raw. I wasn't like working for the NFL at this time, and he saw me like at the first home game, and he was like, Josh, right? I was like, bro, how do you remember my name? Like, that's crazy. So yeah, Ben is cool as hell. Like, he showed me like some different stuff. Like when it got cold out, I asked him like how he keeps his hands warm. He said he wears latex gloves underneath his regular gloves. Pro tip. Crazy pro tip.
I saw that on the TikTok, man.
Really? My hands
for
were
like
so
shoveling,
insulated.
for like when you're shoveling and you
Keeps your hands warmer.
Yeah.
Super warm. Like my hands were damn near sweating. Like because like you got to keep your hand like on the camera, but like also like you don't want to have giant fat gloves because you need to like be able to hit different buttons. Yeah. So I have like a latex
have some
glove,
sort of grip.
Yeah, and like a short, like a real thin glove, like something like a kid would wear sledding.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
An
unprepared kid would wear sled like a little fabric glove or whatever, knit glove, and my hands were mad warm. So like people in that community like already know what it is, so they don't really be like hating on you when you show up like, oh, the new guy. I'm not messing with him.
Well, that's good.
That's dope. That's dope as hell. I see that they do the game with Diggs where he'll randomly toss the ball to a cameraman, and if they drop it, it's like you failed. And I seen the video he put up where I don't know if it was the dude you talking about, Paul, or one of those guys.
Ben. Yeah, that was Ben. Yeah,
and they threw it at him, and he just stood there, and it was just like wasted, like the Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
But Josh, how many times did you drop it?
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I just got to get in there.
I was just about to. It's all good. It's all good.
I'm like 2 for 4 right now. The catch percentage is not great, but the second time I dropped it, I literally had a camera in both hands, and he just like whipped the ball at me. I'm like, bro, like come on now.
How long does that stay on your mind? Like, fuck,
bro,
I dropped that.
I don't know how the football players get over drops because I was the next game I was just like when is the pass coming?
Not even thinking about work. Like I'm watching this.
Yo, for real.
From the corner line, man. Swear to God,
for real.
Not gonna give me this time.
And like he'll throw it to like mad people like. He'll really throw the ball to like 9 different employees, just like random.
Not even cameramen or
like like security guards,
managers,
like the person
like
who pulls up like the field goal net, like that person, like literally as he's walking next to you, he'll just like drop it in your lap, and you don't catch it. He just like, bro, like why are you here? You know what I'm saying? Like what are we paying you for? He'd be on that type of time, but like. People obviously catch on, so like they kind of be ready for it. Like even the people who come in just for the game to do, like reporters, they'll come just to report on that game. They're like always on the sidelines pregame, so like they be ready for that too. Like they'd be like, as soon as he walks by, they like already have their hands up.
Anybody can get the ball, I guess. Huh?
Yeah, but he throws it to like mad people in the crowd too. So
What do you do?
that's crazy. Hey,
He looked up.
That wasn't it.
So you got a good relationship with Diggs? You would say the football players?
It's not really like friends and stuff. Like
No, yeah, I figured that. I didn't know if if these guys.
I don't
see
even
you
know
every
if
game,
he like when he throw the ball to people, if he like even knows. Like I don't even know if he'll see me on the field and be like, oh, that's the dude who like dropped the ball last week. I'm like on him, but like for sure, players will recognize you after a while. Especially like I'll have like the gimbal set up, which is like the joint that I carry around. So like players will start to recognize you, and then some players will see stuff that I post on social media, and they'll like put 2 and 2 together. So like the next time they'll see me on the field, like they might interact with the camera a little more because they know like that post is coming later. Like especially during the arrivals, because like the players love to get like the fit pics, like them in their outfits and stuff like that. So like after a little while, like they'll interact, but it's not like oh yeah, that's my boy, like that's like we chop it up for a little bit. It's like a couple players I'll talk to, but like the boys be locked in before the game. So
How long is your work day?
so I get to the stadium at like for a 1 o'clock game, I get to the stadium at like 8, and I'll leave at like probably like 6, because we gotta get like mad pregame stuff. Obviously, like set up the laptop and get all that stuff like ready. So like, cause the way we have to send clips off like right away, I gotta have like all that stuff ready to go. You know what I'm saying? So the traffic, you definitely don't want to get stuck in Buffalo Bills traffic. Like it is the worst on game day, bro. If you don't get there like 3 hours ahead of time, you're cooked.
Yep.
I try to get there at 4 because like I already know if I try to get there at 3, I'm cooked. So like the way we enter in is like that main street where it's damn near blocked off. So it's like there are mad traffic, mad people walking around. So I'll probably get there at like 8, set up, and then the traffic afterwards is like almost just as bad to leave. So like by the time the game's over, we send off our last clips. Like everybody's packing up all their stuff. I might like edit a couple more things just to like kill time and let the traffic ease off, and I'd probably be out at like 6. But it's a long day though. It's definitely a long day. And then the next day we go through like all our footage that we like filmed, like rename it, and then we send it to the NFL, like stuff that we didn't already send.
Wow. Your checks, they say Roger Goodell on them.
I don't even get checks.
No.
Yeah, I get paid through like direct deposits, and I don't.
Hey,
they don't
Cash
even
App,
send,
bro?
Nah, definitely don't cash. Definitely don't cash.
Like, yo, what's your cash app?
It's
Josh?
definitely a direct deposit, but like I don't even get pay. That's funny that I never even thought of that. I don't get like pay stubs in the mail. I should probably ask.
You should
about
probably
it.
look
It's
up
probably going somewhere.
Look into that.
You need that Roger Goodell. You need that Roger Goodell pay stub in
I
a
definitely
frame
do.
or something.
Nah, I definitely do. I need to get that in a frame. I didn't even think of that.
That Minnesota game. Remember when we lost in the last few minutes? Was that a home game?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
When you're out there and you're a fan,
I was just gonna ask
and you're
that.
working, how do you balance? Like, is it like go walk us through that shit?
So like, all right, so when there was a lot that happened that game.
Yeah.
I ain't even gonna lie. So like when we stopped them on 4th down, I was going back to the tunnel, like on the 1 yard line. I was going back to the tunnel to like send off like the 4th down stop, because that's like the game winner, right? So I'm like behind the bench, just like getting because the defense is on the sideline slapping each other up. Like, yeah, we just stopped them on 4th and goal on the 1, and then like all of a sudden like we look
Game's
up.
over.
Yeah, we
Game's
look
supposed
up
to be over.
and you see like the fumble. So I'm like, oh nah. So like at that point out loud, I was like, oh hell no. Like just fumbled. Like that's the time where like it sinks in and I'll like be a fan, like say something out loud. But like on the 4th and goal stop, I wasn't like let's go, we just stop these boys. Like I'm just like locked in filming because I gotta catch the play.
Yeah.
But like when I'm on the sideline and then like recording the players like celebrating, and then I look up and I see that, I'm like, oh, I know he didn't just fumble that shit. Like, that's crazy. And, like, I see the players, they don't have, like, the same reaction. I'm like, oh, hell no. But they're just, like, shocked. They're like, wait, what just happened? We just fumbled. And they scored on top of that. So it's like, when I'm, like, behind the end zone, like, recording the actual play, it's not really tough to, like, not be super involved.
Yeah.
But if I'm, like, getting, like, a side, you know, like, a clip that's not the actual play, it's kind of, like, a little easier for me to, like, react to it, like, out loud and, like, say something and be, like, kind of like a fan. Like, even when Justin Jefferson caught that ball, like, I wasn't, like, I was recording the play, but I was, like, behind the quarterback because I'm, like, expecting a sack or, like, a pass deflection or an interception or something like that. So I'm kind of, like, positioning myself for the defense to get the play. You know what I'm saying? Versus, like, being on the other end where the offense can throw that 20-yard catch and get it. I'm positioning myself behind the quarterback because I'm expecting, like, the defensive stop. It's like sometimes you got to gamble with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, who's going to make the play right now? Where's the momentum swinging? So, like, I didn't have a good angle on the Jefferson catch, so like after he caught it and I could hit stop, I was like, yo, like I could say out loud, like there's no way he just caught that ball. Like that was insane.
God damn. Fuck.
Crazy. That game was
Had
crazy.
to bring
though.
that game up, huh?
Yeah, just had to bring that one
I
up.
thought about Josh during that moment. I was like, yo, this motherfucker's recording this shit right now. Like, and he
That
dropped
was the first thing you talked. That was the first thing you thought about.
Not the first thing, but
It didn't seem like it was.
Crazy.
Like as it happened, like shit.
Fucking Josh, man! Like,
out there, bro.
I cannot believe he's recording this right now.
Thinking of
Fucking guy, what is he doing?
Definitely didn't get that shot.
I did think about that though. fuck y'all, yo.
I've seen him a couple times on the TV. I've seen him. I know exactly because those brown vests and then those pictures that everybody puts him in on Snap. I'm like, yeah, now I know what to look for.
I be having the knee pads on too, so boys be whoa. Gotta keep the body right, man. Listen, man. You filming for 4 hours, and you feel me? You want the knee stance?
Is it when you filming? It's pregame all the way through the game,
for sure.
Even after
like pregame, I'm running around, so like I don't really got to worry about that. But like when you're filming, you want to get a lower angle. You know what I'm saying? So people, it's like more of a heroic look. People look taller, they look bigger, they look more strong, right? So that's why people are sitting down or like kneeling down.
Yeah.
For all y'all boys. So that's why I had the knee pads on. But so during the game, I'm like taking a knee like the whole time because it's like I don't have to move. I'm not like running next to the player while they're moving. But before the game, while they're doing like warm ups, I'll throw the camera on like a gimbal, so it's like it just keeps the camera stable. Yeah. And I'll be able to like. Players are like doing 10-yard sprints, like jogging. I'll be able to like run like right next to him. Like the one Dalvin Cook clip I got, he came out the tunnel like I was literally like right next to him, like in his face, just like jogging next to him. And it's like pregame, we're filming like the whole time. I don't know, bro. To be honest,
like it just seems like they're just so used to it.
They're used to it, but like I don't think they like enjoy
LeBron,
it though.
The camera training or whatever.
But it comes with the job. I mean,
like they barely look into the camera. You know what I'm saying? So like I feel like they're so trained to where they don't. They know it's there, but they're like, it's there all the time. So
I'd be all up in that camera if I was a player, dude.
Love you, mama.
But yeah, for the most part though, like I don't think they enjoy it, but it's like they're just like it's just a part of the NFL is really like an entertainment company, right? So they got to get that. They got to get that footage.
The NFL's used your clips before.
Some of them, yeah, a bunch.
That's got to be.
Actually. Yeah, it's cool. Now that's definitely the coolest. Like seeing it on the. Seeing it on NFL. I actually seen one clip like on a playoff commercial the other day too. Like it was on somebody else's like his Instagram story because they used one of his clips on TV, and like he just did like a 10-second video, and like one of my clips was like in that same like cut. So I was like, that's dope. That's dope. That's definitely the best part though, because it makes you feel like you know what I'm saying. Like you had out of all the cameras on the field, they could use the broadcast camera, they could use the 3 other videographers, they could use whatever, and it's like they choose to use that one. So that's dope. That's probably like the most rewarding part outside of getting paid and being the privilege of being there. Like actually seeing your stuff getting used is like dope. Definitely dope.
How many got a question. How many pictures you think you take on average every game?
So I do only video.
Oh, video?
Yeah, but like after a game I'll have like 170, 150 gigs worth of video out of like 200 clips. So the clips will be like maybe like 140 from the games, like the plays, like 150 plays, and then it would be like maybe like 100 like pregame. So like arrival clips, warm up clips, like when they run out the tunnel, stuff like that. So it'd be like 200, 250 clips to go through, and then like the next day like we organize it. So like before we send it off to the NFL, so like I'll like rewatch every clip, and if it's bad, I'll just delete it, or if it's useless clip, I'll delete it, and then the good ones I try to trim down to like only the important parts. So if it's like a 40-second clip, because they'd be like before the play, the quarterback would just be wasting time making call outs, like I might trim some of that off and just keep like the actual action of the play. But yeah, it's probably like 200. But like the photographers be taking like thousands of pictures though.
It's crazy.
For sure. They be letting it rip.
You got to look through all those pictures in a short amount of time, right?
Nah, but they have people like in the media room that like get your pictures live.
Oh, they get them all. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like if
that guy when we went to to Cleveland, and he just sent this right to our phone real quick.
Sent it to his
from
phone,
the camera.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So like I did that one time. My boy Devin took photos for the Patriots. I don't even know how he set this up. It was like mad random. He took photos for the Patriots during the COVID year. And I was like his card runner. So like every time a touchdown would happen, I was like in the 100 section, like concourse area, I guess, with a table and a laptop. So every time someone scored, I had to run down there, grab his card from him, and like run back up, plug it into the computer, go through like the last 30 photos he just took, pick the best one, and like send it to the Patriots, and they would like post it on Instagram. So like the way that the Bills have it set up, I don't really know the gear they use, but like they be like connected into an Ethernet cord, some of the photographers. So like there's like 3 people in the media room that have a laptop, and like some of those photos are just getting sent right to them. Instantly, huh? And they just like send it right up. But like so me, Paul, and Mike, or me, Mike, and Luke, and Paul, we don't have like a card runner. So like that's why after a touchdown, like I'm jogging down the track like 100 yards and like going to my computer, putting the clip up, exporting it. Said like we don't have that extra body that like sends our stuff off. That's why like that Naheem Hines touchdown, like I missed it because like I had to go send stuff to the NFL from pregame.
You missed both of them?
Both. I missed both of them. Oh. But like it's good that there's 3 of us because like the other one can catch the clip. But like,
and that's good for the team, right?
It's good for the NFL because at the end of the day, the NFL needs the clips. Okay. But like that was like a huge clip, though. You know what I'm saying? Like that's whole situation, and he just runs back the opener. Like that never happens. So like we're in the media room, just like sending off the stuff we caught pregame, and then we look up at the TVs, and he just like running one back, and we're just like, oh my god.
You don't expect
it's like,
that.
Damn. And like before the game,
it's like you're happy that it happened, but you're just like,
yeah,
I fucking missed that, man.
Yeah.
That definitely happened. Like the Gabe Davis touchdown, I think I missed 2 because we scored that like right off of like a turnover or something like that, or like usually off kickoffs. Like I'm going to the tunnel to send whatever I just caught. So like when the Naheem Hines joint happened, they told us pregame, like the Bills were just like, hey, we're doing all this stuff like for DeMar pregame, and you know, let's try to get some of it right away because everything like once the game starts, they're not really posting too much pregame stuff because the game already started. So the people looking at the social media is like, you know, they're looking for the game action. They're not looking for a warm up or something like that. So right as soon as the national anthem finished, you know what I'm saying? Like we had to run to the tunnel to send them like all the stuff that they were like, keep an eye out for this. So just like all the DeMar presentations and stuff like that. Like they had the doctors who saved him. They gave him
I saw that. That was awesome.
Like that. Yeah. So
that was awesome.
Like stuff like that we had to send off. So like,
and the trainer, right? Wasn't the trainer there?
Yeah, it was like 13. It was like all 13 of them.
I know they highlighted the one guy though.
Denny.
Was it him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
the guy who
showed him a lot,
right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's so awesome, like they wanted them joints like right after the national anthem, and literally after the coin toss and stuff, like they kicked the ball off. So it was like damn near impossible for us to like send the stuff to them and still be out there, but it happens sometimes though. But yeah, but they end up using like the broadcast angle for like all socials of his run back, but you definitely end up missing some clips though.
Hate to go into it, but the Monday night game against Cincy, that whole DeMar situation, which was terrible.
Yeah,
to see.
Sure.
How's the environment? Like, what was it like?
Was the people like we have like a little group chat like with the videographers in NFL, and they told us like right away, like if you guys need anything, like we're here to talk, and you know, and like obviously the players are a lot more affected than like the media people, you know, they're with him every day and stuff like that. So it was like surprising to see. I'm like surprised that they would even ask us because like you might not even think like we're affected by it. You know what I'm saying? Because we see him, but it's like we're not like a teammate, a brotherly teammate and all that. But they told us like right away, they were like, if you want to talk or whatever, like we're here. Even on that game against New England, they were like, if you need to take a second to like put the camera down and just like.
And that was the NFL?
Yeah, for sure. Like our contacts. Nah, for sure. They're solid.
That's awesome.
They told us like during game day, they're like, if you need to put the camera down, step away from it, like feel free. Like emotions are going to be at a high. So it was crazy. And I had a couple other people that reach out to me like asking like how I was. And I was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like
people were affected at home.
Yeah.
So I would say I was slightly affected by it. It sucked watching that. So
yeah, and I was crazy.
I can imagine being on the field.
It was
however many feet away from it happening.
And it's crazy, it's not like something you've been through before though too.
Ever.
So it's like first, you know what I mean?
You don't even know how to react.
You don't know how to react, right?
Like, is this even real right now? Like,
right.
What's really going on?
That's exactly what was going on.
It was crazy.
What's happening?
It was crazy. But, I mean, luckily it all worked out for the best that it could work out. You know what I'm saying? Like, he ain't out the woods, but them boys were
saw
in
that he
high
was-
spirits on Sunday. Them boys were ready to go.
He came back to the facility today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
to
I
meet
saw
with
that.
the teammates, right?
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
For the first
Isn't
time.
that awesome,
That's
man?
crazy.
From where he was to that.
So now, man, that's awesome.
Like
man.
when dude said like he was under CPR for like 9 minutes on TV,
Bro,
I
like-
was like, yo, what?
You know what's crazy?
it was
about
so
that?
silent at my house.
Just
Like,
a few days before that, I watched that movie Flatliners.
what's that one?
Flatliners. It was these group of doctors that were trying to see what happens when you die. So they were basically
This is real. This is real.
yeah,
Or like this is a movie.
This is a movie.
It's a movie.
Oh,
It's
alright.
one that came out in like the
Based on a
80s or
true
90s. No,
Real
it's not a true
doctors
story.
got together like, yo, let's.
Based on a true story.
I'm gonna try it first.
But listen, no, they got together and they basically killed themselves.
Yeah.
But knew the procedures of how to bring
them
themselves
back,
back.
yeah.
And the why I brought that up is because they kept saying in that movie how the brain can't go without oxygen
Yeah.
for 4 minutes.
Right.
So anything past 4 minutes,
It's cooked.
they could lose. You know, whoever is under
Yeah.
could lose them. So when you hear 9-10 minutes,
yeah.
that's
For sure.
Yeah.
That was like the worst. And then when they took him out, I was thinking like, oh, he must be responsive. Like if the ambulance taking him off,
Right.
and like they kept saying like, no,
Not
he's
even that,
still
dude. When you hear like,
responsible.
oh, they're waiting for their parents to,
Yeah, that
for
was
his
tough,
parents to get in the ambulance, you think like, oh man, it can't be good. Why are they not rushing to the hospital?
Yeah.
Why are they waiting for the parents? You don't know what to think, man.
That was
Yeah.
tough. And then he woke up and just started posting on his Instagram story. I was like, yo, this dude's a savage.
Yeah,
This
I
dude's
was
a
like,
savage.
I was like, he's got to be good. Like, of course, it made me
Dude's a
feel better,
savage.
but it's just like, man, maybe you should just relax for a bit. Right? Like,
Take his phone.
Dude is a
Jesus
savage.
Christ, I just want you to be
I
okay.
seen someone told me, oh, the first thing he said is who won. I'm like, no, he didn't.
Like,
What they
bro.
said? I didn't read that anywhere, but then I seen the post.
Yeah,
And it was
like
real.
that's really some.
Yeah,
That don't give you chills, bro. I don't know what
The
will.
doc, what did he say? The doc said, you won your life.
You won
Yeah.
the game
Yeah.
of life or
the
something.
game of life, bro.
Right.
That's crazy. Crazy stuff.
I hear
Shout out
that
to
that spot that he was at in Cincy is like one of the best in the world.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, the hospital.
Right.
So it's good that he was at least.
I mean,
Lucky
the
enough to
NFL
be-
sets that up though. They set up like I forgot. It's like tiers or stars, whatever the rating is for the hospital for just if that ever happens during the game.
That's the hospital that they
They
go.
got
They got responders from that hospital.
responders, flight, the people in the helicopters that ship people.
They're ready
off.
to go every
They're ready
game.
to go every game.
Every game.
They've never had to use it.
But that's why you have it.
That's
for-
why you
Yeah.
have it.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
Crazy stuff, man.
Yeah, it was a crazy scene for sure.
Crazy. Scene.
I think he plays again. I hope he
think he
does.
does, too.
But I think he plays again.
Is he in the sideline
Maybe
tomorrow?
not this year. He
I
damn near
think it-
should.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
He might be
Tomorrow?
like in a box. They might
Yeah.
put him like up
In
in
a
one of the
suite?
boxes and then
Yeah.
show him
Yeah, I'm
on
about to say, I don't know
camera.
if he sit on the sideline.
I
but
don't
he'll
know,
get-
man.
Honestly, bro,
Yeah,
if
not
we
the
win,
sideline.
if we win
Maybe
this
it's-
week, I think he runs out the tunnel. like or leads the charge.
That would
you know
be
what I'm saying?
Bro,
Yo, that would be unreal.
Bro, think about
He's
that. That'd be
charged.
unbelievable.
Because
I mean-
we don't even need the extra hype for tomorrow. Because we're about
Yeah,
to
that's what I was saying. Next
But
week
like,
is
when we
like,
play Cincy
scrape 'em.
though, if they end up coming here,
We better.
we need that. We need the hype
I feel like
Against-
that game would
against
be
Cincy?
crazy already since that was a game that happened
Against
to us.
against
Against
Cincy.
Cincy.
Oh my gosh, bro, insane! I didn't even. Oh my, that's crazy. Against Cincy would be crazy.
Since he plays the Ravens,
Leading us
right?
out the tunnel.
I think yeah. Cincy
Yeah.
does play the Ravens. Yeah.
So with the playoff game tomorrow, is that like a longer work day? Do you expect?
Nah, I don't think so. I think it'll be
Some
the same.
normal?
Yeah, same normal stuff. It'll just be like
A lot more tense.
maybe just like sending off more stuff for real. Just like, cause it's like gonna be the only game on, I believe, at 1:00 tomorrow. So it's like,
Yeah.
everything that goes through social media tomorrow will be Bills or Dolphins related. So like, they'll probably just be texting like the group chat or Slack channel, like, hey, did you get this? Dude, like, who's got this? Who's got that? So yeah, it won't be like longer. It won't be like more tense. It'll just be like,
Just
get
more
more stuff.
more content.
yeah, like send stuff that you might not normally send, like Josh Allen, like just walking. Like I probably wouldn't normally send that, but like
Send me that.
tomorrow they'll
Send him
probably
this.
post it.
Send him this right here, bro. Just take a picture of it. He's here.
For real. But like on a regular game day, they probably have like 12 games they probably have footage from like 12 games coming in all at once. You know what I'm saying? So they're probably sifting through so much, and like stuff gets lost throughout the feed. But like tomorrow it'll be just us, so it's like they'll probably like post.
It's a good chance to get some good shit out there.
For sure. It'll be some good stuff.
That's dope.
You ever record any inexplicit conversations on the Bills sidelines? Like,
or from the opposing team. Let's not put the Bills out
so
there.
Let's not put any player out there first and foremost.
Yeah, nah. Like pregame speeches, they'll like curse and stuff, but it won't be like nothing crazy, and it won't be nothing like on the sideline where they're like, "Dude, I hate this dude. Like he's the worst." Like nothing like that. And that'd be crazy.
Yeah, that was very
That would be crazy.
rated G. That one. I hate this dude. That dude's the worst.
That's the conversations
Yes.
on the sideline for sure. But nah, and I feel like my microphone that I have isn't even like good enough to like pick up stuff like that anyway. So I wouldn't necessarily like they be having boys mic'd up too. So like they kind of know. I feel like they know better than to like say some way out of pocket stuff. But yeah, it don't get too crazy on the sidelines. Them boys they be chilling. They be chilling.
Wow. So with the prospect, obviously the Bills going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Like, what does the future tell for you? Like, as far as like any opportunities to do that game? Or
I don't think
like,
they would send us. I think because like each team has their 4 people.
Yeah.
That they kind of would just let the creators in Arizona rock, or maybe they would send like, because like each team has 4, so maybe they would send like the 4 across the country who have like been in the program the longest, or like, I guess, have like the best performing post or something like that. Because this week they're sending somebody up from Miami. He's like one of the creators from Miami. So maybe they'll send one person from Buffalo there, but like I'm just expecting like to not go.
Bro, so you're one of 4.
One of 4.
That's crazy.
In the country. It's crazy, bro. In the country to work for the Bills. But like one of 100, there's like 120 something.
Is that something you applied for, or you just got
Yeah,
called
I definitely
up because
applied.
they okay.
Yeah, definitely applied. They like I've known about it for a couple of years, but like they only had 2 before. For like the last couple of years, they only had 2 in each city, and I just followed a bunch of people that I saw like that were in the program, and eventually one of the dudes just like posted on his story. He was like, "We're looking for creators in these markets," and like posted like 12 cities, and I was like, "Oh yeah, I need to get in on this." So my boy Mike was already one of the creators at the time, so I'm sure like he must have pushed my resume up. Like I'm sure he did, but I definitely just applied.
Shout out Mike.
Shout out Mike.
So
for sure.
when we win the Super Bowl, do you guys cover the parade?
Probably. I would assume so. Yeah, because like when we played LA opening week, like they sent me to Chippewa. We're definitely winning the Super Bowl.
We're
bro.
gonna win the Super Bowl.
No jinx. I'm not even knocking on the table.
4 more games.
Not even knocking on the
Let's
table,
do it.
bro.
I'm looking at Tony right now, and I can't even enjoy a Super Bowl fucking win because he's gonna fucking what's he gonna do?
6.
6 rings.
I got 6 of them.
Fucking hate the Patriots.
Talk to me when you get 6.
Right.
But yeah, we'll probably cover the parade because like I covered they had like the game showed on Chippewa when you played LA like the first week, and they like sent me to Chippewa just to like cover it. So I think they'll send us to. They'll probably have mad people like working it, but they'll probably send us to the parade. I would assume it's easier for us to go. You know what I'm saying? So I hope they send me to the Super Bowl. That'd be dope. But
That'd be dope.
But we'll see.
Bro.
I hope I go to the Super Bowl regardless. But
Yeah,
I want to go.
It's
I
in
want to go
Arizona?
for the Bills though.
It's in Arizona this year?
Yes, in Arizona.
We're
Yeah.
gonna see a ton of fake ass fans at this goddamn parade.
Right.
Man.
Oh, yeah.
That ain't work.
I mean,
Bandwagon.
That's the last thing.
Tony's gonna be there.
Tony's
in a
gonna be
Josh
there.
Allen jersey.
he'll be there. He'll definitely be there in a Patriots jersey.
Honestly,
His
be
kid's
the
gonna
last
be in a
thing I'd
Bills
worried
uniform.
about right now.
he wouldn't wear a Bills jersey.
He's not gonna wear a Bills jersey.
Sign my.
You would go to the parade, but you'd wear a Patriots jersey, right?
You get your ass beat.
No,
Oh yeah, you probably gonna get your ass beat. You just go watch.
That would be crazy.
somebody drunk enough might throw a beer at him.
You better hope it don't snow that day. Oh, they're gonna violate you with the snowballs.
Yeah, they are.
We're gonna violate you.
Yeah, they are. So you do the NHL as well. How often do you do Sabres games? How does that work?
I got like 20 of the home games. It's
Okay.
like it's literally like the same exact situation where like there's 2 of us instead of 4, and like the other person Nick gets 20 of the home games, and I'll be at the other 20. It's kind of like the same thing. Like you get players arriving, you send it like they use a different app to like get the footage, but like you'll send it to the away team, They like warm up. You get like pictures of the crowd because they always bring signs and stuff. Try to get a clip of a player throwing a puck over the glass to one of the kids and then send it because they like use it for like Twitter and Instagram. And then like other than that, it's pretty much like goals that you just send off. But it's like different because I'm like in between like two fans. Because obviously football you're on the field, but like hockey you can't be on the ice. Obviously, so like you're like behind the glass.
Shit, yeah, media guy behind the glass.
You like behind the glass. Like every time I gotta go down and like meet some new fan who's like there. Yeah, that'd be crazy. Can you imagine how many people would fall and just break cameras, bro? Like, and they got these little joints in the boards that are called photo holes, right? And you like basically like it's just like the glass, and there's like a hole in the board, and there's like a plexiglass like square, and the photographers like open it, and then they put the camera like through it, right? And like sometimes a puck will like come up at like the photo hole, and if you don't like react fast enough and like close the glass, like that joint could like hit your camera and break it. I've definitely seen a couple clips of like people's cameras getting hit. Like all you see in the video is like a puck coming straight across and it like hits the camera. But like I get assigned to like a board without one of them, so I'm just looking through the glass. But like if you look over, you'll see the person like always every time the person's coming near them, like the player's coming near them, they just like back up, slide it closed, and they open it and keep taking photos. But it's like it's really like the same job, just like for the NHL, for real.
Shit.
What's harder?
The NHL for sure, because there's like way less space. I can't move around. Like with football, I can position myself to like where the ball is about to go or where I think the ball is about to go. Like to get to the tunnel in the Sabres arena is like way more maneuvering. So like instead of leaving my laptop like in the room, I'll bring it with me like into the crowd, and then when there's a goal, I'll just walk up to the concourse and like edit it there, and then go back down. But like I'm like limited to like how much of the ice I can see because of like where I'm positioned, and then like it's just like super tight.
There's got to be more people for that since you're more stationary, right? Or no?
What you mean more people?
Like planted in the crowd to get footage?
I mean, there's only two of us that like I'm the only one there working like for the NHL, but like the Sabres have their own like each. So like basically where the aisles get down to the board, each aisle is assigned to like a photographer or a videographer. Yeah. So like I'm assigned to like spot 9, which is like this aisle. So that way like there won't be 4 people next to each other, you know, fighting for space. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So they obviously like give the better spaces to like the Sabres crew and like the TV crew. But like it's not like I can't see anything. It's just not. It's not like the most ideal spot. But hockey is definitely tougher, and like you know the puck is smaller. That giant moves way faster. Like hockey is definitely tougher.
Are we good? The Sabres?
Oh.
Like, what? You pressed it. Are we good?
What did happen?
You want to turn the game on, bro? Or like what?
I was just trying to put the game on for you boys.
Can we talk, bro? Are we good?
Why are you so hurt, Angel?
I was like, whoa, that took a turn.
He's about to yoke him up. Are we good, bro?
Good, bro. What's the problem?
Yeah. Are we good? It's like,
I'm just like the Sabres, bro.
I guess we're okay.
Yeah, okay.
I think the Sabres are good this year. Right?
I think.
Yeah,
I mean, are we making the playoffs?
They got a shot to make the playoffs. Right?
Joe knows.
Joe, I mean, he's calling the specialist.
Like, hockey specialist here.
They like teetering around at 500.
Bro, you don't watch no goddamn hockey, bro.
What? Sabres?
What's the first say?
We're like teetering around 500.
Back and forth.
And that comes to you straight from birth.
Teetering is crazy. I think we're teetering around 500.
That's a hell of a word there, bro. That's good. That's good. So go ahead. How good are we, Joe?
I mean, they're young. They're like obviously drawing a big crowd, and fans are into it, but they lack goaltending. It's not that solid. So, but they have a chance to make the playoffs.
We have a winning record.
I mean, I can't tell you off the top of my head.
It's definitely somewhere near 500 for sure. No, I'm being serious.
It's teetering around.
500. Like, and they got Tage Thompson is like an all-star this year.
I seen.
He is unreal.
He's solid.
He's
he
unreal.
scored 4 goals. What was it? We talked about it. He scored what? 4 goals in one period?
In the first period.
One game. He was teetering around 5, I think. 4 or 5 goals, give or take.
He's teetering around 5 goals.
Nah, but I
Shit,
think
that's funny.
they're playing. I've never filmed hockey before this, so like I
was gonna say,
I don't
like,
even know
whenever-
about hockey. So
Yeah.
like when I got there the first day, I was like, "Is this good or
Like
bad?"
I know hockey, but not
I don't
like
know what's happening. Like I kind of know what's happening, but like my whole life, the Sabres weren't good. Besides like when like Drury was playing, I guess.
Yeah.
Like them boys.
right? Daniel Briere. and-
Daniel Briere,
Yeah.
yeah. So like, I don't know. I never really like watched the Sabres or anything like that. So and like before the game to get like player arrivals, like I don't know any of the hockey players.
They all look like normal.
like, yeah.
Like,
So like,
Joe, you look like you play in the NHL, bro.
legit.
Swear.
So like, if a whole bus of players get off, like I want to get a clip of like the best player because that's probably what the NHL will use. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like looking up players before the game. Like, what does this dude look like? What's his stats? I'm asking my group chat like, yo, who's the best player on like the Hurricanes right now or whatever. And that's kind of like how I get prepared for the game. And it kind of works out. It's kind of
Ain't nobody here know that answer.
they give me some good info.
The who?
Yeah.
That's Carolina.
Carolina? I thought it was like something in
Who's
Florida.
the best player on the Hurricanes?
I don't have no idea.
Yeah, nobody knows.
Yo, I never understood like why like in hockey, why don't they just get the biggest, fattest person
As
ever
a goalie?
as a goalie and just plop him right in front of the net?
If there's
They'll
somebody
never-
physically big enough to cover a net, he can't be able to stand. You gotta be so big.
He's definitely not able to
For how long was the hockey game? What's that?
He might not make it through the hockey.
60 minutes?
You get 2 of them.
Nah, it's
Just
like
let him
4
sit
hours.
there. You don't
3
even gotta
hours.
skate. Just let him sit there.
It's 3 periods of 20 minutes, but yo, between periods,
Oh,
there's like
yeah,
a
yeah.
20-minute break.
Oh, yeah.
They go back to the locker room, like they get like
20
3
minutes?
half times. Yeah, it's like it's super weird.
Yeah, they take
how
out
long
all
are you
the
at a
fucking
hockey game?
But for
and
20
shit.
minutes, they're skating straight though. You know what I'm saying? But besides like face-offs and stuff, so it's more like soccer. I feel like, but the clock does stop. But yeah, they go to their locker room for like 15. I'm pretty sure the period breaks are like 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. So like the games are 3 hours long, but like the play time is only 60 minutes. But yeah, I don't think a goalie that big will make it through. I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Last half of the first period.
Yo,
Not
just sit
even.
his ass. He don't even gotta stand up. Just sit his ass in front of the net.
I don't know
How
why.
big
wild.
is he? You trying to get Shaq as a goalie?
Give him a
Yeah,
chance.
that'd be the best goalie ever.
I don't know why hockey players don't wear like the biggest masks ever because like they all be missing teeth.
Bro.
And, like they had to be getting hit in the face
Them,
eventually.
them
with
dudes,
pucks.
they a
They're the
different
toughest
breed.
Like they wear like a
motherfuckers,
glass
bro.
visor over their eyes and that's it. Like,
They are a
what?
different.
Hockey has the
breed.
toughest players.
Insane.
Toughest athletes.
Hockey
You think
players.
so?
in the
That's a
world. Hell
bold
yeah.
statement.
I mean, you're saying
Are we all
toughest
agreeing?
athletes? Are we like including like MMA?
Yeah.
Those
I don't
guys are
think-
pretty tough.
Those guys are pretty
Yeah.
goddamn tough.
Those guys are definitely.
But if we're just
But I
not
meant,
including
like,
combat sports,
I meant team sports. I'm sorry, I should have been more specific.
Okay.
between that and the NFL, but hockey players are tough
NFL's
as
pretty
fuck.
tough.
Hockey players
Honestly,
get to
bro,
fight each other.
Not really.
Freely.
That's like I feel like the fighting isn't even like real.
Yeah, most of
No.
that's a gimmick, but it's
Like
as
they
far as
fight
the,
for real, but like they don't be like really trying to fight. You know
I
what I
done
mean?
seen some serious
It's not like
fights.
wrestling where they're like, all right, I'm gonna duck and like hit you, and then it's not
They're
that set up.
scripted.
But like them boys don't be like really fighting for real, for real.
I just feel like it's a tough sport to play, like
Yeah.
physically.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, it has to be.
You know what I mean?
Just the
Not
skating
skates for
aspect
that
alone,
long,
yeah.
and
Yeah, nah. I know their ankles probably be on fire.
shattered,
Constantly getting
fire.
slammed into the boards.
shattered.
On
Do you ever
fire.
hear? Do you ever really get ACL injuries in hockey?
They don't. No. The one thing I saw in hockey, they don't announce like torn ACLs. They just announce like lower body injury.
Lower leg injury.
Somewhere in his lower
That could be
body
like
is hurting.
40 different things. Upper body injury.
Yeah.
Upper body or
Abdomen.
lower
And it'd be
body?
like he fucking dislocated his pinky and it's an upper body injury. But whatever.
Yeah.
Hockey.
Hockey, man.
I still don't understand what an offsides is.
That's when, okay, so like, see this line right here in the table?
I see it.
So like the puck has to be the first thing over the line.
Okay.
So if a player is over the line and the puck is behind,
So if he skates in backwards, it's
so like
offsides?
say that they're leading a fast
Yeah.
break, right? They're leading a fast break.
It's offsides, yes.
If he skates in backwards, he doesn't get special privileges just because he's skating in
The
backwards.
puck has to cross the line.
The puck has to
Like, you
cross
know
the
what
line
cherry
before
picking
any
is
player.
in basketball?
Yeah.
Like you can't cherry pick in hockey. You can't wait by the other goalie so they can just throw you the ball, throw you the puck. You got to let the puck cross first, so that way like so it's easier.
Gives the
flow.
defense at least
a chance.
chance to set up.
It's the same thing as soccer though. You know, offsides in soccer, right?
Yeah, it's the same shit.
Like the ball,
It's the same
a
concept.
player can't pass the last defender before the ball.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Same
You know,
concept.
offsides in football at
I
least.
believe you. Yeah. No offside.
I'm not gonna lie, it took me a while to learn the offsides in hockey.
Right.
But
Where'd you
I
learn
figured
it?
out.
Did you play floor hockey at the Reese?
No, man, I learned this probably a few years ago watching the Sabres play. And I think Dave or Joe told me what offsides was. So, and then I learned it for soccer too. I put 2 and 2 together.
Gotcha.
Offsides.
Yeah, offsides.
Offsides.
So, Josh, how cool is it to see, like we go way back with the Boys and Girls Club days, and you used to, make the little kids
Yeah.
sport videos and stuff and highlight reels, and like you're seeing some of them perform on the high school court now, and
Bro.
how cool is that?
Literally, this is like not sports related, but like I literally ran into one of like the kids that was at Westminster, like at Taco Bell the other day.
Yeah.
Like he brought me the order and he was like, "Oh, it's so good to see you." And I was like, "That's crazy. Like you're really a grown man." Like,
Yeah.
He
used
hooked
to
you up
be
with
a
like an
child.
extra.
And I don't think he knew because I ordered the drive-thru. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think he knew who I was, but like he was showing mad love. He was like super happy. But but getting to see like those kids growing up in high school now and just like balling out is like, I don't know, it's just like super satisfying. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, I knew he could do it.
Yeah.
And now he's doing it. It's like
Seeing Liv,
Yeah.
how back in the Boys and
For
Girls Club
sure.
she's playing with the boys,
Dude.
and you knew she could play basketball.
Yeah.
And now to see her, one of
following
the
up on it is like,
Cardinal Harris probably got like the the top girls program in here.
She starts.
yeah, she plays like shooting guard for them. It's kind of like a shooting guard small forward mix, but like their girls are so legit, bro. Like they've won like the league title in like 9 years straight.
Shit.
They send like 2 girls D1 at least like every year. You know what I'm saying? They're like legit. And like at the Boys and Girls Club, Liv would play with like the boys all the time and cook them. Like she was cooking the boys. So, like you could tell she was raw. But yeah, she plays like shooting guard, small forward for them. It's like nobody's dropping 20 a game. It's like high school basketball and stuff like that. So there's not really anybody killing like that. But like,
System.
yeah, system. They win. I think they just lost their first game. They just lost to Nichols the other day. They were missing like 2 starters, but it was like, bro, it was like their first league loss in like, I want to say like 45 games.
Thought you were about to say 40 years.
Nah.
45 games. How
45
many years?
league games. They probably play like what, like 15 league games a year, maybe at
Yeah,
maybe
probably
at
years.
most,
Probably 4.
maybe
yeah,
less than
years.
that, maybe like 12 league games. So it's like 4 years maybe. But yeah, bro, and they were missing 2 of their starters. They probably should have won, but yeah, seeing stuff like that is super cool though. It makes me feel like the parents followed up with them. You know what I'm saying? Like kept them going through it. So it's cool to see. Hope they get into like colleges though. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And get up there. It's dope. High school scene is dope in general though. It's a lot of kids that can hoop.
Mm-hmm.
But
Definitely.
Is it challenging with basketball
what you mean?
filming?
Nah, I feel like basketball is probably like the easiest. Because like basketball is like just a smaller court, like a smaller field of play. Like football, you got to be able to cover like 60 yards of like range at least. You know what I'm saying? Because the field is 50 yards wide and 100 yards long. So basketball, the ball moves slower than most other sports. I can kind of anticipate it because like I kind of know enough about basketball. And like you get to be like real close. So I'll say basketball is probably the easiest sport for me to film. It's definitely the most enjoyable because it's inside, first of all. Don't nobody like being outside. Like, yo, tomorrow is going to be 19 degrees, bro. I'm not going to be so cold.
Like how you preparing for that?
Bro, I'll be sweating.
Layers,
I'll be
layered
sweating
up?
after a while.
Really?
Yeah, oh, yeah, I layer up for
Yeah,
sure.
once you're moving,
Man,
kind
They
of
give
forget
you
about
equipment, or you got to wear your own shit?
nah, we wear our own stuff. That's why I got the knee pads,
Take a couple
bro.
shots, bro.
I didn't know if they gave you them shits, bro. I didn't know if them shits was NFL approved.
Nah. They it's like we're like a real super like freelance type stuff. Like we have our own camera gear. Like
They just pretty much give you the vest.
give us the vest and the pass and the login to Slack. And that's
Get a new one every day. Every game.
Nah. We get the black vest instead of the brown vest. I think the brown vests are like weekly vest, and they like return them joints after the game. But the black one we keep all year. So
Also, I've been looking at
I'm
the
about to
wrong
just frame
Josh
it.
then.
But maybe, yeah. When you said brown vest earlier, I ain't gonna lie, I was just gonna let it rock.
Stop it.
You know what I'm saying?
He's like, I'll correct it later.
He corrected it. I was
Don't
like, yeah.
don't put me in the same category.
Nah, with the brown vest.
They give us the black vest, and then we get like a little wristband. We get like a little wristband every week too, to like just to verify it's you, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Because I could give you the black vest tomorrow if you want to go, but
shit.
I don't know how you're gonna get the band, but yeah. So they basically just give us that. We got our own camera gear and stuff like that, and just like let it rip. But like I'll definitely layer up a lot. Like, you know, I've been to enough cold games to know like, all right, this many layers is gonna keep me warm. But like when a play happens, carrying the shoulder mount and the camera is already like feels like 50 pounds, and then like jogging up, like literally jogging up the field after a play is over. Like by the time I get back to the media room, that's already like 80 degrees. I'd just be sweating, bro. I'd be sweating on the field. But like for the first like hour, I'd definitely be super cold. Like, damn, it's cold as hell out here. But yeah, like I was happy that Chicago game they played in Chicago, because it was like 4 degrees or something like that. Yeah,
Felt like, I think it was like, felt like negative 13.
I was definitely not trying to be there.
Damn.
For sure. I was glad that was an away game. I was like, I'm usually warm, but that would have been probably a different story.
Right.
Because, bruh, it'd be cold out there.
That was ridiculous.
What, the Chicago game?
Yeah, that weather.
It was like every city was just like 0 degrees. Like, no matter
it
where
was
you
cold
were.
as
It
hell.
seemed like it was a whole cold front going through like the whole Midwest.
Right.
That polar vortex.
Was that that was the storm,
That
right?
was after. That was right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like the
No, it
same
was
week.
during.
It was like the
It
same
was like
week.
around
Saturday.
it was around the same time.
You're right. I forgot. I was in New York that whole week, so like I didn't even like experience that.
Wow.
So like it lasting 5 days seems like I didn't even. It just doesn't. It seems crazy.
Bro, that shit was nuts.
It was.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I actually left in Nebraska.
Like
and
snow drifts
they
right
were
when you
having-
walk outside my door.
Yeah.
Like 7 feet tall.
Damn.
It literally, you look out the
Crazy.
window and it's just still snowing for like 3 days,
nonstop.
right?
Nonstop.
And windy as
Yeah.
shit. Like
Windy as
hurricane
Yeah,
winds.
Zach
like,
said the
felt
house
my
was shaking,
yeah,
for sure.
bro. I was like, yo, this shit is crazy. I felt like the power was going to go out at any second.
I don't know how it didn't, bro. Isn't it crazy how many wires are above the street at all times? Y'all ever think of that?
It's 2023, man.
It's crazy as hell though.
And
That's never
underground,
about to
too.
change though.
Let's go. Let's,
They're never not about to be able to not
They need to
have
figure it-
wires.
they need to
But like
figure it
every house has wires on it. Like telephone poles
Yeah.
are always
underground,
up
right?
all the time.
Right.
How?
It's because
How many people have to manage all
people
those
still
telephone
have house
poles?
phones. Why do people still have house phones?
I don't know.
I think it's mostly,
Landlines.
I think it's mostly old people. That
Since when
have
they
house
started
phones.
calling them shits landlines?
Always.
I think it's
Really?
I think it was called a landline.
Always.
I was about to say, always been called.
I just always
landlines.
just called. Man, I don't know. Growing up, you just call me on my house phone. I never used to say,
house
"Yo,
phone.
call me on my landline."
I mean, I don't think people call it a landline.
People
But
never
really
said that
say
to your
it.
fucking friends.
No,
Do you say, "Call me on my house phone"?
I would just say,
I
call
think
me.
phone. Call me.
I was just saying,
Call me on my landline.
house
Get home.
phone.
You used to
Sounds-
call me on
Call
my
me on my house phone.
landline.
Sounds Call me on my landline.
Oh,
Call me on
man.
my house phone sounds just as bad though.
Yeah.
Hey man, give me a call on my house phone later.
Yes, yeah.
I'll be there.
Shit.
I'll be there.
I'll be sitting by the phone waiting for you to call.
My mom's on the phone. Just ask for me.
You guys ever had the moms who would like listen into your conversation?
On the other phone,
We never had that many landlines.
where they picked up the other phone and listened to your whole conversation.
Listen to the whole conversation, then when you get off, oh, you're gonna do what?
Don't make plans. Don't make plans. You're like, what? Damn.
Or you had your boy that knew like to fake the first like 3-4 minutes of the story, like to get the mom off the phone, and then you could hear her get off the phone.
Oh,
I never did that.
Just
That's level. That's a crazy level right
you guys
there.
have to be
The
2
decoy
steps
story?
ahead of the game. You know,
Your
what I
mom
mean?
gets
Just
bored
like,
of listening in. and
Yeah,
she's
we'll just be
like,
talking about like
right,
whatever
my
the fuck
mom's
happened
on.
at school today. Whatever, some random shit at school today that she don't give 2 fucks about. And click.
And that's when you
Like,
get
yo,
to talk about the
I'ma
real
sneak
shit.
out at like 10:30. I'm gonna go to your house, type shit. I snuck out as a kid.
I think we all did, right?
I snuck out.
I snuck out, right?
Miguel was more like the adventurous. Like he was like, I remember the one time he tied 2-3 blankets together, like and threw it over because we lived on the second level.
That movie shit he did,
Bro, he did it.
Blankets?
I swear to
They
God,
saw it in the
2-3
movie.
blankets, bro, and had it tied to the top of the bunk bed, bro.
There's no
and
way.
literally, mind you, we're at that age, we're fucking.
He tied it around his waist.
Bro, climbed right down. I was like, I'm not about that. No, I'm not
Hold
about
on to
that.
the other hand.
And he came back, right up that shit, and
Wait,
Probably
he
gonna
got
be-
back in
Oh,
by
yeah,
running
That
out.
would be loud though, with your feet against the house.
he got back in. Shout out Achi. Achi's dad saw him doing this shit.
Hey,
Yeah.
He probably just shook his head and went back
when he
in the
got
house.
back in, when he got back in, you had to drop it back down and pull him up.
No, he left it that way. I wasn't even there. I honestly, God, I wasn't even there. I think I was staying at my sister's house that day.
So some random nights there was just bed sheets hanging out of your window all throughout the night while
Yes.
your window was wide open.
No, he would. That's when he would deploy him.
He would what?
He would deploy him. Fuck. Yeah, man.
That's crazy.
And then downstairs was Achi and her dad, and her dad never really said anything.
I never know.
Shout out to him.
I used to climb out the window. I never knew why I did that. I could have just walked out the back door. I don't know why I did that.
You said what?
Why I would climb out the window instead of just walking out the back door.
You're an idiot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that window he had, it's one of those
I was gonna
windows
say,
like
that
you
window
gotta push out,
was
and it's
yeah.
like that much space, and the door is 2 feet to the fucking left.
No, so check this out. I would leave the back door unlocked, but climb out the window. Sneak out. And just coming through the
Why
back
you don't want to walk through the living room?
Later on, you would walk through the back door when you got
Yeah.
home.
What the fuck was I thinking? I had to think about that.
That's crazy.
How many times did you get caught?
Never.
Really?
Never got caught.
That's funny.
Sorry, Mom.
Sorry, Mom. Sorry you
was
had
out
to
there,
find
though,
out
man.
this way.
Yeah. It's good times, though.
Crazy.
So, anything else besides the NFL, NHL, high school basketball? You got anything
Man,
in the works coming up?
Does it get any bigger than what you're doing?
Yeah, bro, it's gotta be consistent. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be on payroll forever. I'm trying to be on payroll forever. So
Like, how does that work? Is it
Security.
contractor? Are you on contract or like a temp or?
I want to
temp,
say
being a
on.
temp.
I want to say on.
I don't know how it works. I'm
It's like
not trying to.
It's just like a freelance contract. Like I definitely filled out paperwork to start the year, but it was just like they were gonna hire me for like one season. So it was a part-time employee for one season. So like they can let you go whenever, but it's like the season's over, so you let go. You know what I'm saying? So I like they'll probably call back next season, and be like, "Yo, you want to run it back?" Hopefully, but like I would obviously rather just be like a full-time employee for like NFL film.
Like,
or something
no,
like
the
that.
season's over, you're off, and you're just waiting for the season to start.
Like I can do so they'll do off-season stuff with players and stuff too. So let's say like Deion Dawkins had a lot of stuff this year that he did in the community. So like I ended up going to film them. Like he did a turkey giveaway. He did like a Halloween. He just showed up at like a community center for a Halloween thing. So like if players do stuff like that in the off season, like they can still send us there, and be like, "Yo, do you want to go film this?" And we'll be like, "Yeah." But it's not like something we have to put in our schedule like right now because they don't know when it'll be. So it's kind of just more like, "Yo, we'll call you when we need you. See you next season" type thing. So, but I'm trying to, it gets bigger than that if I'm like a full-time employee. So
Then you're not just doing the Bills shit. You're doing, all
Whatever
types of
they
shit
got.
for the NFL.
yeah, the NFL Films job will be raw as hell. Like they have people like at all the games for sure, like from NFL Films, and they must just be like recording like.
You think you could do one of those shots? You know them shots in NFL films where it's just a spiral?
Yeah,
It's
the
just
ball.
a football just going straight
Yeah.
down the middle.
I
It's
gotta.
a spiral.
I'm not on that level yet, but I gotta get on there
Is that hard?
for sure. For sure. What
That shit looks so difficult.
shit.
You know, like when they show the spiral, just the ball going slow motion. Like
And
that
they be
shot's
like,
gotta
and
be.
they be like so close up on the ball.
It's like, how the fuck did you get it? It's like you were
can't
just
miss the
fucking
tracking on that
flying
ball,
right
son.
next to it.
Yeah, it's tough. I try to follow the ball sometimes, but like it'll like get blurry and like I'll lose the ball in the air while I'm like moving. So I try to like as soon as the ball is thrown, if I know I can't get the whole like shot, I'll try to like find the receiver. So like at the Patriots game, like Devontae Parker touchdown, like I couldn't find him for a second. Like I was like, sometimes when you see the ball get thrown, you kind of know like how far it's about to go. You know what I'm saying? So like I'm looking like 20 yards down, I'm like, there's nobody there. You can like see in the camera movement, like I don't find them, but then I like keep going right and I eventually find them. So like that's what I do now, but it's like I feel like it's a mix between like the lenses they use that make it easier for them to follow the ball because they probably do all manual focusing the whole game. So like they're zooming in with the lens and they're like, because the lens will have a zoom ring and a focus ring. You know what I'm saying? So like you'll turn the zoom ring to get closer and you'll turn the focus ring to like change what's in focus. It's like when you're working for the NFL films with those cameras, like you damn near have to do all that manually. So I'm doing it autofocus, which is why my camera will like look at the ball in the air, and since it's so small, it'll focus on like what's behind it, which is the crowd. They're like super locked into the ball and they're like keeping it sharp the whole time. So it's like it's kind of like the lenses they got, but it's also like they're just like that. You know what I'm saying? They're legit. So that would probably be like if I had to like sit down and have a 9 to 5, that'd probably be something I want to do.
That's dope.
Like work for NFL films, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy dope, but. I don't know. Just got this YouTube channel monetized, so might try to blow that up.
Congratulations, man.
Congratulations.
This
Ballin'.
this $4 a month is about to hit different.
Hey, it's only up.
Yeah,
it's only up, man.
That would be
up.
dope. Though. I feel like
Congrats.
if I had like creative control to like just live off of YouTube and like do mad sports stuff, that would be like crazy raw.
That's the idea, man.
That'd be crazy raw.
Yeah.
Just like do like mad behind the scenes stuff, like whatever it might be. That'd be dope.
And the podcast you got going, how's that going?
Yeah, I haven't done an episode in a little while. Me and Dante moved like out of that studio. I just wasn't really in there enough. But I haven't had an episode in a while with basketball stuff kicking up, and then obviously like football and hockey stuff. I just haven't had like super amount of time to film the episodes. But it's good, man. It's the people I could have on and the people who I have had on are like super dope stories. You know what I'm saying? Like you would never expect. Like
See
to
the
hear
one
some
you
stuff.
had with the guy who like met Rick Ross or something.
Yeah, I was just with him in
Spanish
Pittsburgh
dude?
yesterday. Yeah, Daver. He's from Colombia, bro. Like crazy story, right? Like
Right,
played
yeah.
pro soccer for a couple years, got
Yeah.
injured, ended up in Buffalo like randomly, and then ends up managing like Jordan Poyer. But like he does a marketing agency, so it's not like he makes the contracts. So like he don't like renegotiate contracts for players. He gets them like sponsorship deals. So like yesterday I was in Pittsburgh because he represents Levi Wallace. Levi Wallace like signed a deal with like UPMC, which is like
Let's see what's up.
a giant medical center. Like it's like one of the biggest medical centers I guess in the country. And they signed like Levi Wallace to a deal. Like Levi Wallace had a good year in Pittsburgh. They have I don't know if they have a headquarters in Pittsburgh, but like they have like a how we have Highmark here. Like that's like I guess UPMC is like that over there. They have Highmark over there too, but anyways, it's like crazy. He ends up coming to Buffalo like randomly with his wife, and like now he's managing like he does stuff for Tyreek Hill, like Levi Wallace, obviously Jordan Poyer. But yeah, we were just in Pittsburgh yesterday for that, and it was just like a crazy story. Like this is like crazy like, stuff that people go through, in like the sports world. Like you would never expect some stuff like that. It's like mad random, but. Yeah, stuff like that. I just want to have like people like that on, and it's like that also leads to like way more jobs and stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Like now that I know him, he'll call me up for literally like he did yesterday. He's like, "Yo, come down to Pittsburgh. I got something going on with Levi." I was like, "Bet I'm there."
Because consistency is key, man, and it's
Yeah,
part of your repertoire.
Yeah.
Did I say that right?
Yeah, the repertoire. Part of your repertoire.
Part of your repertoire.
Your repertoire.
Part of your repugnance.
Nah, but that's definitely like I also be thinking of like the pod, and I'll be like, damn, do I want to like do a pod for like the next 5 years? And if I don't, like, why am I doing it now? You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't know. Like I definitely want to do it, but that's also like obviously you got to think about like the money that's involved. You know what I'm saying? Like if it takes up like editing it takes up like so much time.
It does.
Like editing the full episode, editing clips, posting it to like every social media. It just takes mad time. So it's like, damn, all this time I'm putting in now, should I be putting it into something else? Can I put it into something else? Do I even have it available? So, but I also don't want to give no excuses like, oh, I don't have the time to do episodes. Because it's like, yes, you do. If you love it, you'll really do it. You'll make the time for it. So I just got to get back on it.
I mean, maybe. Is there people that you could have had a sit down with that you're like, just don't have the time for it? It's like, because I know you do it sporadically, but it's usually always a dope conversation. So
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a bunch of people like I could still have on now. Sometimes like scheduling is an issue. Like, I wish I knew like, all right, April we're gonna have such and such on these 2 days. Like, I wish I was a planner like that, where I knew for the next 5 months who I was gonna have on or when I'm gonna have them. And part of it is me not taking the time to reach out to people and be like, "Yo, let's lock in this date." Like, we locked in today, like what, a month and a half ago, type thing. Which I don't like. I don't do that.
oh yeah,
I'd be
we're
like,
booked.
I'm like, "Yo,
We're
what you doing
booked
next week?
for
You
the
want to pull
first-
up?" And they just be like, "Yeah, I'm free." Like,
first
"All right,
half
pull
of
up."
2023, we're booked.
Yeah.
No,
I wish. I wish we could say that.
That organization skill is something that I got to work on. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it could be easily done, but it's just my lack of scheduling. Whether it's someone that like I want to have on like really bad, or like someone I know that I could have on that will have like a solid story. You know what I'm saying? Like there's definitely more people in the area that I could just call up and they'll pull up. Because like even some people have asked me, they're like, "Yo, like what's up with the pod? Like I want to get on it." But like it's just I just haven't scheduled it. I'm just lazy. I'm lazy. I'm just
It'd
lazy.
be like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
mad people come on. You want to hop on the pod? Like, I got you, bro.
Sometimes it do be like that. And then sometimes there be people that like I really would have on or I was already thinking of. And I'm like, all right, bet. Like I'm gonna have you on for sure. But like
Yeah,
I gotta commit
also,
to it.
and then also shit don't align and then
Yeah.
things happen. But it is what it is.
yeah, man.
It's good to get that. Early,
That's why
though.
like I'm saying have everybody here. Like that's it's raw that y'all boys all showed up. Cause like I
These
don't
guys
like
are awesome.
me and Jordan are the only ones that do like our podcast, and like I don't be wanting to ask people like yo, I need you to pull up and like help out with the pod. Not that we don't need a suit like a whole bunch of extra hands, but like y'all boys pulling up is like that's raw.
it helps.
Yeah.
It
That's
just
real.
it creates a
Yeah,
They're super clutch.
that's real love. So I would like to. Do we got an applause? Can we get an applause?
Give a round
for
of
the
applause
game?
for Danny Bird and Joe.
Appreciate it. Round of applause for the gang.
Bills Dolphins tomorrow.
Playoffs.
Let's
Yeah,
win.
man.
Let's give a
Let's squish
message
the
to
fish.
our future selves.
Yes.
You think we win if they still had Tua?
Yes.
He said no off rip. He said no. Yo, play it back. Run it
You said
back.
no?
He
I
said
almost. I don't
he
even
said-
think I finished the no.
No, you definitely finished the no.
I don't think I definitely said it.
Yo, whose man's is this?
no. He said no. Yes.
Off the rip,
Run
too.
the tape back.
This
Run the tape
guy.
back.
Yes.
We still win if they have Tua?
Yes.
Hell
Bro.
Everybody?
I think so. Yeah.
Yes.
100.
Do y'all
still
see
think
the
we
score
win.
to this game?
Yeah.
Live reaction.
They were
We got
I really thought
They're getting
Jacksonville was about
bust.
to win.
Chargers up 24-0, and they're
About to kick a
Horrible.
field.
score right
so the,
now.
the Chargers got to play Kansas
And
City
what-
next, right? Are they,
believe
are they the
so.
4 seed? Because Cincy's the 3 seed, right? And we're the 2.
Yeah.
yeah.
So,
So
K-
the
KC
only way
will
we-
play the lower seed.
If Chargers win and we win, we play here again.
Yeah.
Against,
Yeah.
it'll be against Cincinnati,
Yeah.
right?
Nah.
And if Ravens,
Oh yeah, we
if-
play Cincy next week if both of us win.
We're guaranteed
Yeah.
2
If
games.
we win
2
that
home
game,
games.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
then we play
regardless.
again.
then we play in Atlanta if the Chiefs
Oh,
win out.
yeah, if the Chiefs win.
But
yeah.
if the Chargers beat the Chiefs, we would play here, which would be
That'd be-
crazy. Which would be
yes.
raw.
That'd be
Oh,
dope.
the Ravens,
AFC
but
Championship.
if
You
the
talking about
Ravens beat the
AFC
Bengals, the
Championship.
Ravens play
Yeah.
the Chiefs. We play the
Yeah,
Chargers.
it's over for the Ravens. Lamar Jackson's not playing.
Yeah, I don't think they
Yeah,
would
I
either.
think they can.
but
I
you
think
never
they can
know.
pull it off.
They're cooked.
You never know though.
They are cooked.
I think they're cooked
They
as
can
well.
pull it off.
They,
Yeah, Cincinnati-
You think the Ravens
they
can pull it
secondary
off?
been
Cincinnati
trash all
almost
year,
gave the
too.
last game away against Baltimore.
I don't know, bro.
They
They're
can pull it
cooked,
off.
bro.
Is Lamar done?
Lamar's
Man.
done.
It's
No,
crazy. This
Baltimore.
was-
Like,
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, in general?
Lamar's done.
yeah.
This was in my group chat today. I was asking boys like, because we talk about Lamar a lot. I'd be like, I was just asking them like, should they really give him the money? Like if he missed the playoffs like again with his injury, I feel like he's done a Raven in Baltimore, but they're gonna franchise tag him for sure.
Yeah.
Ian Rappaport was saying that they definitely have the money to pay him, but like he wanted more guaranteed. He was saying this on Pat McAfee's show. He wanted more guaranteed, I guess, than they were comfortable to give him. But like, maybe hurt. Maybe hurt sometimes.
He's the running quarterback. He's more
seeing
successful
all these
with injury.
contracts they just gave out to these boys, like Dak and Kyler and Russ. It's like, guaranteeing boys 250 is kind of wild.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
But Lamar is that boy though.
What happened to Russ?
He's definitely that
After
boy.
what happened to
He's
Russell Wilson, that probably.
Yeah. So I think he'll be done in Baltimore after like next year, but like they'll probably franchise tag him.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're so bad without him. They got to keep him. Right? They have to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They got to.
Facts.
You think he holds out if they franchise tag him?
probably.
It's a possibility.
Doesn't that don't
Possibility.
they start like charging him or something, like fining him?
I think they just don't pay him.
Yeah.
Something, yeah.
He just won't play. Be like what is
He
it?
don't get
Le'Veon,
paid though.
Le'Veon Bell.
He don't get paid either, right?
Yeah, I don't think so.
He don't play. he
Le'Veon
don't-
Bell was getting like fined though a substantial amount of money every week
Oh shoot.
Was he?
until he
I
finally.
know
I
that.
came
forgot how
back.
that worked, but I know that
He was
Le'Veon Bell
fined for
pulled
not
that. and then
showing up to practice.
got paid by the Jets.
Inside reporter here.
I mean, Rappaport's my middle name.
That one didn't hit as well. It's all good.
Yeah.
So,
shoot.
Josh, where can they follow you, man?
Tapekage on all socials or Tapekage Prod for like productions. You feel me? But that's my YouTube. Don't follow me anywhere but YouTube. I don't care about nothing else.
Yeah. Go to
YouTube.
The link will be in
Subscribe.
the link will be in the description. Go
to
follow
the
Tape
YouTube.
Kage Productions.
Go to the YouTube.
Subscribe, hit the notification bell. Also,
Facts.
when you're watching this video, subscribe, hit the notification bell.
Facts.
Go get some of our merch at holdthatthoughtstore.com. Brother, it's always a pleasure.
For real, appreciate y'all
Congratulations
having me
to
on there.
all your
Y'all boys are
success.
funny as hell. I be watching the episodes. Yeah, I be crying.
Yes.
Thank you, man.
Danny is
Dude,
funny as hell.
Danny's
for
the
no
unsung
reason.
hero.
For no reason, he just be funny as hell.
The Black
bro.
Horse.
He just
The
does.
Black Horse or Dark Horse.
He's the dark horse of the whole that thought franchise.
Like stuff Danny be saying is really funny as hell, bro.
Oh, man.
Dying
I
laughing,
appreciate it.
So I definitely
And
episodes. Y'all boys doing your thing.
Yeah, dude. It was great teetering around those subjects.
just make sure we. And most importantly, have a great weekend. Stay swell.
Stay swole.